punch like that, you'd be like, oh man, have you seen this Jake Paul dude coming up? He's fucking for real. Because nothing about watching him fight, to me, screams like he's in over his head. Nothing. He looks like a real boxer. He looks like a real boxer. He doesn't look like a guy who's attempting boxing. That's the difference. The feints, the foot movement, the way he lands shots. He fights like a boxer. He doesn't fight like a guy who's trying to box in a celebrity boxing match.
Recently, Joe Rogan stirred up the pot by leaning towards Jake Paul in his upcoming bout against the legendary Mike Tyson, boldly claiming that Paul would easily knock out the boxing icon. However, Tyson, never one to shy away from expressing his thoughts, had his own response to Rogan's comments. Now, as anticipation builds for the showdown, the question looms. Who will emerge victorious in this highly anticipated clash? Stick around until the end for a comprehensive pre-fight analysis. Let's dive in. If you've been keeping up with our channel, you've probably caught wind of the sweat-soaked training videos circulating online, showcasing the legendary former world heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, now 57 years old, gearing up for his match against the YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul. Scheduled for July 20th, this showdown, set to be broadcasted on Netflix from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, TX, marks Tyson's return to the ring after nearly 2 decades away from official competition. In a recent YouTube podcast, Joe Rogan made bold comments on the upcoming fight between Jake and Mike. "Just forget that Jake Paul is a YouTube guy and watch him fight," Rogan said. "The kid could fight, 100%. What else he had to say? Watch this.
People. I always tell people, just forget that Jake Paul is a YouTube guy and watch him box.
Yeah.
The kid can fight, 100%. And that Tommy Fury fight really showed that. I mean, it goes to a split decision against a legit undefeated boxer.
But Joe Rogan isn't holding back his opinion on it, despite Tyson's recent training video showing off his speed and power. Rogan remains steadfast in his belief that Tyson will fall to Paul, citing Tyson's previous matches against Roy Jones Jr. and Kevin McBride from 19 years ago as evidence of his decline. People who bang on about this act like we haven't seen Tyson v. Roy Jones Jr. or his fight against Kevin McBride 19 years ago. Mike Tyson is getting knocked out, Rogan asserted. He further emphasized Tyson's age, remarking, "Yeah, for all of 20 seconds till Mike gasses. He's nearly 60 years old. No way he outstaminas a fairly athletic 20-something-year-old." Rogan's analysis concludes with a blunt assessment. "Watch Mike's last fights, he can't move. Mike is old. Jake will beat him."
Yeah, because here's the thing. He is 57 years old. He will be 58 when they fight. He has had a...
Rogan saw through the spectacle of Tyson's training displays, labeling them as mere acting rather than genuine training. "He's not training, he's acting," Rogan declared. For Rogan, the authenticity of Tyson's preparation for his upcoming fight was called into question, with the former heavyweight champion's flashy displays failing to impress the seasoned commentator. In Rogan's view, Tyson's training regimen lacked the substance and intensity required to compete at the highest level of professional boxing. "He should at least throw some water on his shirt so people will believe his showboating," Rogan remarked. While Joe Rogan's prediction for the Tyson versus Paul fight may seem straightforward, his reasoning delves deeper into the dynamics of age, experience, and physical prowess. One of the primary factors driving Rogan's prediction is the significant age gap between the two fighters. At 55 years old, Mike Tyson undeniably carries a wealth of experience and a formidable legacy in the world of boxing. However, age inevitably takes its toll, particularly in a sport as physically demanding as boxing. Rogan acknowledges Tyson's status as a boxing icon, but emphasizes the reality of his advancing years. "He's older now," Rogan noted, expressing concern for Tyson's well-being, while also recognizing the inevitable effects of aging on athletic performance. In contrast, Jake Paul, at just 25 years old, represents youth and vitality in the ring. "I think Jake Paul because of youth. That's the only thing," Rogan said. Joe Rogan thinks Paul, who is 30 years younger than Tyson, will win the fight because of the massive age difference. "He's older now. I pray that he comes out healthy. I think Jake Paul because of youth. That's the only thing." Joe Rogan doesn't shy away from addressing the potential motivations behind Mike Tyson's return to the ring. "Let's be real here. Mike's just fighting for money at this point." With Tyson's illustrious career firmly entrenched in the annals of boxing history, Rogan suggests that the allure of a huge payday may be a significant factor motivating Tyson's return to professional competition. He's risking his legacy for a paycheck, Rogan observes. While Tyson's financial motivations may be understandable from a pragmatic standpoint, Rogan implies that they come with a cost, namely, the potential tarnishing of his storied legacy as one of the greatest heavyweight champions of all time. But Mike Tyson ain't taking Joe Rogan's doubts sitting down, no way. He's coming out swinging, figuratively speaking, saying he's training like an absolute beast for this match. Tyson's not one to mince words either. He's straight up telling Rogan and anyone else who's listening that he's putting in the work to make sure he's on top of his game. Tyson's firing back at the doubters with some straight-up realness. I don't think this Jake dude's faster than me. I mean, come on, I've seen him on YouTube doing some weird dances when he was 16. That's the guy I'm stepping into the ring with. And you know what's even crazier? When Tyson was asked if he wants to teach Jake Paul a lesson, he didn't go all angry and vengeful like you might expect. Nah, he kept it chill and classy. He said, "Sure, I'll show him what's what, but do I dislike him? Nah, man. I don't have a grudge against him. He's beautiful." In a recent interview, Tyson had some real talk to drop on Rogan and all the skeptics out there. Tyson said, "Listen, I'm not here to mess around. I'm training like a beast for this match. People can say what they want, but when they see me in that ring, they'll know I mean business."
I don't think he's faster than me.
Right. How hard are you training?
I train every day.
Okay. How many hours a day are you training?
I take it serious. Listen. Well, listen, it's the whole day. The process goes through the whole day. I get up in the morning, do the road work. Then I go to the gym at 1. Then I go to the strength and conditioning guy. Then it starts all over again.
And you know what? Tyson's not just talk. He's backing it up with some serious training. He's hitting the gym hard, grinding day in and day out to make sure he's in the best shape possible. He's been putting in the hours, the sweat, and the blood, all with one goal in mind: to prove the doubters wrong and show the world that he's still got what it takes to be a champ. It's gone from just some internet beef to a legit sanctioned boxing match, and Tyson's going all in. This fight will be added into his record, so he is taking it seriously. He's getting super disciplined, like next level disciplined. He straight up said he's cutting out the ganja and the bedroom action to focus on training. Tyson said, "Right now I'm living my life disciplined. It's been 6 weeks that I haven't gotten high or had sex," Tyson told Will Yakowicz of Forbes. "I haven't done that since I was a little kid. I hate not being able to smoke, but I'm doing it like I love it. I hate not being able to sleep with my wife, but I'm doing it like I love it."
So wait a minute, how long have you been not smoking now?
33 weeks, I haven't smoked, 2.5 weeks, I haven't smoked, I haven't had sex for 2.5 weeks, I've been doing the whole.
Tyson even joked about it, calling himself an idiot when he's not smoking, but he knows he's got to be on top of his game for this fight. He's not taking any chances. He wants to be in the best shape possible, mentally and physically, when he steps into that ring. And you know what? That should definitely worry Jake Paul. Tyson's not playing around here. He's showing the kind of commitment and focus that made him a legend in the first place. So if I were Jake, I'd be sweating bullets right about now. Iron Mike's coming, and he's coming hard. Tyson's even dropping some wisdom bombs along the way, like when he said, "Training is about discipline and dedication. You gotta push yourself to the limit if you want to succeed." That's some real talk right there, and it shows just how seriously Tyson is taking this match. But you know what's really got people buzzing? It's Tyson's confidence. He's not just talking the talk, he's walking the walk with the kind of swagger that only Iron Mike can pull off. He's looking at Rogan and all the naysayers with that steely gaze of his and saying, "I'm coming for you, and there's nothing you can do to stop me." And you better believe Tyson's got some fire in his belly too. He's not just training for the sake of it, he's training with a purpose. He's hungry for victory, hungry to prove to himself and to the world that he's still the baddest man on the planet. So yeah, Joe Rogan might have his doubts, but Mike Tyson, he's not sweating it. He's too busy grinding, too busy putting in the work to let the haters get to him. And when that bell rings and Tyson steps into that ring, you better believe he's going to show the world why he's still the king of the jungle. While Tyson's been grinding it out in the gym, putting in the sweat and tears to get ready for this fight, Jake Paul's been, well, living it up. Dude's been posting videos of himself partying, chugging champagne like there's no tomorrow, all while talking smack about sending Tyson back to his podcast for good. Talk about disrespect, right? Day one of sending Mike Tyson back to his podcast for good. By the next day, though, he posted an update from his 6,000-foot elevation training camp in Colorado Springs, where he said he was training hard with Olympians, followed by another in which he openly taunted Tyson, saying, Mikey, your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see.
With that. But yes, I'm going in there and now it's a pro fight. It's on my record and I'm going to fucking put him down. And if people are pissed about it.
But Jake Paul's bringing the heat with some straight-up savage comments about Mike Tyson. The dude's not pulling any punches, pun totally intended, when it comes to dissing Iron Mike. First off, Jake's been straight-up disrespectful about Tyson's age, like he's rubbing it in his face or something. He's out here saying, come on Tyson, you're way past your prime. You're like, what, 60-something? Ain't no way you can hang with a young gun like me. You'd think he'd have a little more respect for a living legend, but I guess Jake's too busy hyping himself up to care. And then there's the whole speed thing. Jake's been clowning on Tyson, saying he's slower than molasses in January. He even went as far as posting videos of Tyson in slow-mo and then doubling the speed just to make him look even worse. But you know what's really messed up? Jake's not just dissing Tyson's skills. He's dissing the man himself. He's out here acting like he's some kind of boxing god and Tyson's just some washed-up has-been. Like, come on man, show a little respect. And speaking of big mouths, Jake's got plenty to say about Tyson's supposed lack of speed. He's out here acting like Tyson's moving in slow motion compared to him. He said, come on Tyson, pick up the pace. You're slower than my grandma on a Sunday drive. Can you believe this guy? It's like he's trying to provoke Tyson into coming at him even harder.
Of his ear.
God damn it.
Yeah, we're going to see. Well, I want to see how hard he hits, Mike. I really want to see, bro. Let's see all the legends, the myths. Because you're Iron Mike Tyson, but I have an iron chin. People know that. Like, I take shots. So I think people are underestimating me being able to deal with his power. And that is something.
But you know what's really funny? Jake's been posting these videos of Tyson in slow-mo, making it look like he's moving at a snail's pace. And then, just to add insult to injury, he speeds up the footage to make Tyson look even slower. It's like he's not even trying to hide his disrespect anymore. And the worst part, Jake's not just talking trash, he's actually starting to believe his own hype. He's walking around like he's already won the fight. It's like he's forgotten that he's going up against one of the greatest boxers of all time. But hey, maybe that's just Jake's way of psyching himself up for the fight. Maybe he's trying to convince himself that he's unbeatable, that nothing can stop him from taking down Tyson. Or maybe he's just a cocky jerk who needs to be taken down a peg or two. Either way, Tyson's not taking this disrespect lying down. He's been training like a man possessed, pushing himself to the limit to prove all the doubters wrong. He's not just fighting for himself, he's fighting for his legacy, for everything he's worked so hard to achieve. But to be honest, when it comes to the upcoming bout between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, the odds seem evenly balanced. Both fighters bring their own unique strengths and qualities to the ring, making it difficult to predict the outcome with certainty. The choice of 2-minute rounds is expected to favor Tyson due to potential issues related to his age, allowing him to conserve energy and focus on delivering powerful bursts of offense. Conversely, the use of 14-ounce gloves is anticipated to favor Paul by softening the impact of Tyson's punches, providing him with greater protection against Tyson's knockout power. Firstly, let's talk about Mike Tyson. Tyson is a living legend, known for his incredible speed, devastating power, and ferocious fighting style. In his prime, he dominated the heavyweight division like few others before him, earning himself the nickname Iron Mike. Even though Tyson is now in his 50s, his legacy and reputation precede him, instilling fear in opponents and commanding the attention of fans worldwide.
Right now, I'm scared to death. But the closer it gets to the fight, the least nervous I become. And once it gets where I step in that ring, then it's all over. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm not scared anymore. He's going to be nervous and scared.
One of Tyson's strongest points is undoubtedly his experience. Over the years, he has faced some of the toughest opponents in the history of boxing, testing his skills and resilience against the best of the best. This wealth of experience gives Tyson a strategic edge in the ring. He knows how to read his opponents, anticipate their moves, and capitalize on their weaknesses, making him a formidable adversary for anyone who dares to step into the ring with him. Furthermore, Tyson's dedication to training cannot be overlooked. Despite his age, he has been hitting the gym with the intensity and focus of a much younger fighter, determined to prove that he still has what it takes to compete at the highest level. Tyson's commitment to physical fitness and conditioning could give him the endurance and stamina needed to go the distance in a grueling match against Jake Paul.
Right now, I'm scared to death. But the closer it gets to the fight, the least nervous I become. And once it gets where I step in that ring, then it's all over. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm not scared anymore. He's going to be nervous and scared.
On the other hand, we have Jake Paul, a relative newcomer to the world of professional boxing, but no stranger to the spotlight. Paul rose to fame as a social media influencer and YouTube sensation before transitioning into the world of combat sports. While some may have initially dismissed him as a novelty act, Paul has proven himself to be a serious contender in the ring, with 9-1 record in his professional boxing career.
Exactly what he's going to do, which is to our advantage, because we can train for those specific things to have counters built in, which also is fun because we've, again, never really had that. Even for Anderson Silva, we had like one fight of his, and he's really tricky. Mike Tyson is pretty straightforward technique to counter him.
One of Jake Paul's strongest points is his youth and athleticism. At just 28 years old, he possesses the agility, speed, and reflexes of a young athlete in his prime. This gives him a natural advantage over older opponents like Tyson, whose physical abilities may have diminished with age. Paul's youthfulness allows him to maintain a high pace throughout the fight.
Well, I need a prediction. I didn't get a prediction on Jake. What happens?
Hey guys, it's going to be interesting, I'm sure. You're going to enjoy it.
I need a prediction.
Mike Tyson successful, victorious.
Overall, the matchup between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul promises to be a thrilling and closely contested affair. Ultimately, this is what makes boxing such a compelling and unpredictable sport. We can just predict what's going to happen. Who's going to win? Let us know in the comments. And to all you boxing fans out there, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Ring the notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest in the world of boxing. Your support means the world to us, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep fighting.